Hey guys, Mark the Mad Chameleon here, back with another deck review. I told you it might be a couple days, but hey, I lied. You're getting two in one day. Woohoo for you! This time, I'm going to be reviewing a deck of cards that I said I might not review for a while, and that you'd be lucky if I did. Well, today's your lucky day. Madison Dealers. Red bordered deck. Awesome. These just came in the mail today and I'm so excited to open them. And there's so many interesting things that I wanted to show you guys. I just have to review this today. As you can see, the back of the box is the same as the card design. Or I'm sorry, the back of the card design. The sides are blank, as always with the Dealers decks. Madison Dealers luxury playing cards on the front and the Madison logo on the bottom. Ellusionist Playing Card Company across the bottom of the deck. There's no reveal in the barcode, just a standard barcode as far as I can tell. The top of the deck, top of the box, says Madison Dealers with the logo underneath the seal. Or in this case, seals, as you may have noticed. That was the interesting thing I mentioned in my Artifice Minis review. If you didn't see that one, check it out. Whoa. Over here. This deck actually has two seals. And both of my red bordered dealers have two seals. So I imagine they're exactly the same. Haven't opened the other ones yet, but we'll see. As you can see, if we peel up this first one, actually the top one would be the second one, you'll see the first one is actually cut. I don't know why that is. I'm actually dumbfounded. I don't like that because it leaves the little stickiness under here. I might just peel this off. I'll have to do it very carefully because I don't want to ruin the box, but I don't know. I don't like the double bordered. I have already opened this deck and there's no secret code for savings or anything in there. So who knows? As you can see on the inside of the flap, just has the DM initials DM for Daniel Madison, and you got JL, Jeff Lianza. Inside of the box is just white. The ad card you get with this is actually not entirely useless. It actually shows you the website down here where you can find the marking system on this deck. It's the same marking system as the normal borderless dealers, but just on the bordered package. The jokers are the same as in your dealers. You've got the standard dead raven on the bottom with joker down the side. Just his feet normal, curled up and bleeding everywhere. And then the reveal joker with 3 of clubs here in his feet, and then a still bleeding everywhere, and joker down the side. So you could do something like force the 3 of clubs, be like, oh, is this your card? Oh, it's just the joker? Well, let's see what we can do about that. I bet he knows what your card is. It's a 3 of clubs, isn't it? And boom, there you go. Just one cool way you can do a reveal. I don't know, I don't really use the jokers. This is a good one for a reveal because it's extremely clear. There are some that aren't as clear and hard to see that I just would never use. That's why I typically don't have one of those in my repertoire, in my everyday repertoire. As you can see, the Ace of Spades is typical to your Madison Dealers. It's just black ink here, and the dealers, I guess the back design on the front, just in the shape of a spade. Madison Dealers, the Ellusionist Playing Card Company across the front. Your standard numbered cards. And then of course you've got your court cards that are actual people in Daniel Madison's life and people who had an impact and an influence on this deck and his magic. So it's pretty cool. If you want to know who each of these people are, check the description. I will put each of the court cards or face cards and who they are in the description. I don't really have time to go through all of this right now, and I'm sure you don't want to just listen to me babble on about it. Daniel Madison has a great review on his, or on the Ellusionist YouTube page when he does his that weekly. What is that weekly show? I forget what it's called. Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing a complete blank right now. But there's just the court cards here. And so you've got your standard numbers through the hearts. And then your typical dealer's court cards. And then your typical clubs. Nothing unusual here. You've got your standard, well, as far as dealers go, standard court cards for the clubs as well. Standard diamonds. And then, of course, this Jack of Spades is different from all the other court cards. Are the same between all of his decks of cards. The players, the rounders, and the dealers, except for the Jack of Diamonds. In the rounders, it has a little bit of scroll work here. It's a standard face, but has a little lettering here says Eli, stands for his son. But in this deck, it's different, as well as the players. And then you've got, of course, the standard Queen of Diamonds and King of Diamonds, and your double backer. I love double backers in bordered decks. Borderless decks, I mean, they kind of make sense, but they're real easy to pick out if you do this. You can see along that angle and you'd be able to see it. The same way turning a single card, whoop, that's not a single card. A single card upside down underneath a borderless deck is easy to see. As far as handling goes, I'm really hoping this is the same as his dealers. Feels like they are. They spring very well. They do dribble very well. They're very smooth on the edges, so they do dribble fantastically. I love it. They fan beautifully, of course. And with the borders, I really like when you got the borderless design sticking out of the borders. It's just amazing. I love this design, and I've always wanted a bordered deck, and well, here it is. Apparently so is Daniel. Let's try a Pharaoh shuffle here. See if I can pull it off. Probably not. Oh, look at that. And then we'll even go with a giant fan for you guys. Oh, wow, look at that. They're so slippery, they're just slipping out. That's what happens when you don't get a perfect Pharaoh and you try and do a giant fan. You get slippery cards trying to slip out on you. Whoops. Didn't do a bridge very well on that one. Fail. But they do riffle shuffle very well, as you can see. I guess I could do a bridge for you. I don't normally shuffle like this. But they are great cards. The stock is amazing, as with all Daniel Madison cards. But just the dealers I've found are probably my favorite of Madison's cards. I don't own any players, so I can't speak to that. But as far as rounders and dealers, dealers every time, and the border deck is no different. It's an amazing deck of cards. Flourishes very well if you can do it. I just folded the 4 diamonds like in half. Did you see that? That was terrible. They are just an amazing deck of cards. There you go, a little bit better. Flourish of my own creation there. I almost failed it again and folded another card of a brand new deck. I hate that. But they are great cards. They do spread nice if I could spread them nicely. I'm actually really terrible at ribbon spreads for some reason. I can't explain why. Practice probably. Very, very highly chance lack of practice. Very high chance of lack of practice. Long story short, without all my babble, this is an amazing deck of cards. I can't say enough about it. I've always loved the dealers, and now they've got a border. They're great for Magic, and especially the fact that they're marked makes it even better. Because even if you take their card, show it to them, which we can see it is, and then put it back on top of the deck, you get a glimpse at it, you know exactly what it is, and then you can actually slide it in and just be like, oh, yeah, there it is. Booyah. Granted, you need a little bit more showmanship than that, but, I mean, it's just that easy to find their card. Alright, now, I'm going to go ahead and do my first contest. The winner is going to get a deck of brown rounders shipped out by me to you. And all you got to do is 1, like this video, 2, subscribe, and 3, tell me what card this is. Go ahead and look up the marking system, hit pause. You can go back, look up the website on the card I showed you, but comment below what card this is, and I will pick a random person who answered correctly, of course, and I will send you a deck of brown rounders free of charge, unopened, completely sealed, ready to go for your magic. So again, let me make sure, yep, same card, of course I can see on top. What card is this? Comment below, like, and subscribe. Easy as that. Contest will probably go, my views aren't too high lately, and definitely have 1 comment so far, so it might go a couple of weeks, but I'm not going to let it go more than 3 weeks. So 3 weeks from today, Monday, I forget the date, 24th maybe? I'll put it in the description and an annotation right here. Right there. Thanks guys. Like, subscribe, comment what card that was. Go back, rewind if you need to. Free deck of rounders on the house. Alright guys, we'll see you in a couple days.